Hey guys, I want to let you know I still have some bundles left over. If you want your bundle today, hit me up on any of the social links down below for more information. Hey guys, it's Bess, and today we are doing manga in the making, sketching out and planning your panels. So for this video, I'm gonna use Celestial Post special volume. I call it the mini series. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just basically go down the road of how to sketch out, like what process you do in your head. So right now what I have is I have my stuff set up. So basically, if I can go down, you will see that I have some pages already done. So if you've seen this page before, this is in the first chapter, page number 3 right here. This one is in the first chapter, and this is basically the kids running out of the home. So we're basically starting up the story with the kids. So now in the next page, page 4, you can see that the kids are going to a bus stop. So after they go to the bus stop, they're talking about, where's Fuji, like why she's not with us and stuff. And they explain that. And then they get on the bus and, they go on the Emozio way. So we are here in this part with Aya and her teddy bear. So guys, her teddy bear basically has a personality, which is awesome. And right now, you can see the expressions that he has in his face, along with this kid that's next to her, and the kid wants to play with the doll. So I start going into more sketches because I like to sketch before I do my line work, and that's what I learned how to do now. So I'm going to just teach you guys how to do the sketching. So basically here we have the story continuing with the bear's head popping off and Aya crying, and her siblings trying to, be like, oh, it's okay, we get you a new doll and stuff. And, her brother is ready to beat one of the kids up, but the older sister's like, no. So now we go to the section where the doll is alive. So being that I didn't do the next page, we're going to go ahead and do the next page. And the next page is going to consist of my dialogue. So let me go ahead. Let me push this over to the side, open this up really good. And then I'm going to open my dialogue. So this is my dialogue. This is on WordPad. This is where I write my story at. So we are in this part where she thought that the bear's dead, and it turns out that it's not dead. So we have our next panels, which is Eva, which is the one with the ponytails, grabs the teddy bear. He looks perfectly fine. And on the bus PA announcement, it says next stop South Street. And then the Eva takes the kids off the bus. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to transition with that. I feel that Eva doesn't have to grab the doll and say he's perfectly fine, but let's figure out if she does or she doesn't, right? So you always want to have your last page open. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna open up this page also, and then I'm going to just close that out real quick and just keep this open. So basically the doll is there, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just think about what to do. So the first one is Eva has to say, hey yo, the doll's alive. Now, being that this was an action scene where we have to think of our panels, we have to think about what our panels should look like. And usually for panels, what I like to do is, go ahead and we can make a panel here. This could be Eva, she's looking at the doll. It's like, for real, like this doll is not dead. And then we could have another panel just streaking out. And this can be a speaker, like some sort of speaker. And it will have lines coming out of it. And, it'll be a PA mic. So this is where a word bubble would be. Or, or not, This is a thinking process. So after that, you have to have Eva grabbing the kids out of the bus. So what I would like to do is show that imagery, and I will possibly just use this whole bottom thing So this will probably be the bus right here. So we're drawing the bus, and this is like where the wheel will be. This is the door. The doors are open to the bus, you know, and these are the kids trickling out. She can have each one of them coming out one by one, and they could be on like a different type of street. We will see what it looks like. And usually there's a bus stop here. When a bus stop, it try to stop exactly where this thing at. Not in Ohio though, not in Ohio. That's not how it works. So basically that's how I'm thinking it should be. So right here, this section will be Eva's like, oh, you know, whoa, this dog is not dead, you know, it's pretty much okay. And then them coming off the bus. But another thing that I will like to do maybe is maybe show her face looking or paying attention to what the, you know, the MC have to say. The MC of the bus has to say. So what I can do is, instead of having a speaker, we can just erase this whole area. Wow, okay, come on now, get it together, get it together. All right, yeah, just erase this whole area. We can go ahead and do that. It could basically be 2 panels maybe. Like we can do it like this. We don't even have to have this area sticking out of her examining the doll. We can just have her here looking at this doll. This is the stick, and this is where all the other people will be lined up at. And then being that this is part of the wall, the speaker will be in this area or this area. This could be the bus driver of some sort. This is the window of him looking out, you know. And right here would be a bubble of her saying, hey yo, the doll ain't, you know, the doll looks fine. And then right here would be the speaker going off, like whatever. And then, you know, she grabs everybody and they go, you know. That's another idea of what could happen or will work. And being that it's, you know, for me, I feel like straight panels are panels for like steadiness, you know, quickly, bang, bang, bang. And then sometimes what I tend to do a lot is, you know, do angle like boxes. And that's more for like an event that's about to happen, or something is happening, or something. It's something of that nature, you know. Something is happening within this scene. So we need to have it angulared in a certain type of way, you know. So I'm pretty much satisfied with this. What I'm gonna do is just speed through a quick little sketch and, you know, tighten everything up, because that's not how you want. Like, I just want to show you guys exactly where my brain is, and because it's chicken scratch right now, so I need to have it where, you know, it's perfectly done, so you know exactly how it's supposed to look, instead of me just showing you guys chicken scratch and saying, okay, that's in the tutorial. So yeah, it's gonna be sped up, and you're just gonna basically see like how I place everything from my chicken scratch, and I can go on further with the lesson. So yes, stay by guys, stand by. Okay, so basically this is the rough sketch I have here. Like, if I were to do word bubbles, I can go ahead and I can do that on a different layer with red. And then, you know, right here, the sister will be like, you know, the doll isn't broken. And then here will be like, you know, a big extreme loud noise, or like boxy, because the speaker, next stop, you know. And then here, you know, come on, so that, you know, you can see the kids coming off the bus. And that's basically how you do your setup, you know. This is like the only way I know how to do it. All I do is I take my dialogue again, and I do my sketch, just like I did here, and then I continue on from there. And if I have to do like quick little edits, especially when I'm doing my line work, it'll be easy to clean up because you know, I'll sketch all my pages first and then I can continue on progressing. For an example of how to edit, like a quick edit, like let's look at our thing and make sure that it's perfectly done. Here we go. So we passed the part that Aya smiles and says, I thought I was dead, you know, thought that the bear was dead. Now we got Eva. She's like, she grabs the bear and she's like, he looks perfectly fine. But we changed that because we want to show the PA system. So when we go back to the drawing, we done that. We did, you know, Eva there saying, hey, look, the bear isn't broken. And the PA system interrupting that situation. That's why we made it in one panel. Then she pulls the bus stopper thing. So it should be the strip or something that goes to the bus. And it says, let's go, guys. This is our stop. Then the bus stops, they get off. As the boys get off, they have some marbles. So we know that the boys have marbles already from previous, you know, stuff. But I did not show the fact that Eva, you know, used the stop thingy. So to show that, what I can do is I can merge these already done. And then turn off that layer that we was working on. And then I can basically take this area right here and we can actually make it, we can actually move it over to the side because we have this extra space we really don't need. So we have this extra space and we could just push this over to the side like so. Let's hold up. Okay, let me redo that. Okay, so yeah, I'm moving it over just a tad bit. Then we have this other extra piece, which is this this bus that we really don't need, this extra bus. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to erase this bus, like half of this bus, like maybe this much. Oh no, not really. Maybe right there. That'd be perfect. So that'll give me enough space. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to make my line across. Then I'm gonna have another line. And then have this continuously go upward just to have it, you know, match up with that line. And then I can draw Eva's hand in there. So let me go ahead and speed that up of me like having her pull the lever basically near the window. So, okay. So basically I had her pull the lever. Like you don't really have to show her face or anything like that because you do want to give breaks of face and talking face stuff. So I have her pulling this lever thing and that basically you know, signals for the bus driver to stop, and then she's like, come on, let's go. So I'm pretty much satisfied with the way that this looks. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below if you know, if I said this correctly, or do you want to go more in depth, any questions basically, let me know in the comments below. So yes guys, if you like this video, hit that like, and if you new here and you're like, hey Vess, I like the way you explain stuff, I like this video, you can check out more of my videos, get to know me a little bit, and become one of my pulses. Hit that subscribe, become one of my pulses. Yes guys, so again, thank you for liking, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend, and have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.